Let me first apologise. I was supposed to do this special with a friend of mine, but something came up and I ran out of time. But finally, I've had time to do it. So welcome to Movie Madness's film premiere special. I will be reviewing 3 Billboards Outside Missouri and The Post. So, 3 Billboards Outside Missouri. So, the basic plot line for this story is basically this woman, played by Frances McDowell, plays Mildred Hayes. Now, Mildred Hayes puts up these billboards outside the state line in Missouri, which is basically the pathway into the town, and there's 3 billboards, and in the billboard she puts these specific messages to do with something that happened to her within this town. And as she puts these billboards, it starts to cause a lot of attention and a lot of trouble within many of the characters. Many of the characters want their billboards to be taken down because they feel they're offensive, they feel they're illegal, they feel they're wrong. But she's basically trying to find out what's happened to a certain person in her family. Can't give you too much away, but basically that's what the basic plot line is. Within this story, there's constant twists and there is constant turns. Absolutely. So this film is absolutely incredible. It is very unique, it is very brilliant, and it's very clever how they do this film. Like, seriously, there are some fantastic shock scenes that are so horrific you don't expect them to come up. They just literally, the surprise element is so brilliant, it comes up on you when you do not see it coming. And what's brilliant about this film is how well that moment is played in with this scene. And it just absolutely works. There is some great reveals in this that is brilliant. The acting is phenomenal. And the way that the story is kind of like, it's not just got one story in it. There's many different stories that link to this plot. That lives are tied in. You also see characters you think are this certain person, and then they change in a way you don't expect them to. And then you also have fantastic direction. Martin McDove. Apparently, he directed In Bruges, which I'm yet to watch because I haven't watched it. But what I like about Martin McDowell is his direction. His very clever direction within this movie is brilliant. Because there's a lot of different things in this. It's very dark, it's very gritty, and it's very real. Like, there are some really, moments that you just, wow, didn't see that coming. And what's really clever is the way that he shows, an element of cliffhangers within this film is both incredible and absolutely different. This is a whole different type of movie you're used to watching. But seriously, I really hope this wins an award, the BAFTAs and Oscars, because this is pure fantastic. Frances McDowell plays an absolute incredible role as Mildred Hayes. This woman is hurting. Something very bad has happened within her family that has affected her life, and she just doesn't give a shit anymore. You can tell she doesn't give a shit because she puts these billboards on. She's trying to get the people to stop fucking around and get to the bottom of what's happened with her family, which I will not spoil. You've also got Woody Harrelson as well in this film, and he plays Bill Willoughby. Now, that person is what the billboards is directed at. And basically, within this film, you kind of see that she is targeting this specific police officer, but I can't really tell you why. You've also got Sam Rockwell in this, who plays Jason Dixon. He's really good in this because, again, he's a two-sided character. Like, you see that he's like this at a point, but then he changes completely, and you're like, oh, I didn't expect that. Peter Dinklage plays a really funny role in this. The only comedy role I saw him in was Pixels, when he played that arcade player that was really good at games. And again, he played a hilarious role in this film as one of the characters that involves himself in Mildred's life. And it's funny actually how completely it's so hot and sweet how he's trying to, you know, he plays a certain character that falls in love with another certain character in this film. And basically the way it's done is you feel really sorry for him because he really tries and his acting's really, really, really good. So overall, guys, 3 Billboards Outside Missouri is fantastic. It is unique. It is brilliant. It is something I've never seen before. And it's a lot of dark comedy that's used in it. So for all those reasons, and Frances McDowell's award-winning performance, I have to give 3 Billboards Outside Missouri 5 stars. The Post stars Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep, Alison Brie, Sarah Paulson, Ben Odrick, Zach Woods, Matthew Rice, Bradley Whitford, and David Cross. There are so many great American actors in this film. Now, this is what you call a film that Steven Spielberg had to be very careful with. I'm not going to give anything away. I'm going to be very specific about this film because there are you have to go in knowing nothing within this film. What I will say is the basic storyline in a nutshell, so it doesn't spoil it for you guys, is the fact it's about 2 writers, one at the New York Times, one at the Washington Post, who will try to write a column on what happened within speeches and undercover evidence within, basically it's about the war. It's about the war. These 2 newspaper editors are trying to get this on the newspaper, and basically it's their fight to try and get the Post and it's about the Post because it's about them trying to get this headline out so people know the truth about the Vietnam War. Wow, this was extremely revealing, and not trying to give too much away, this film's brilliant. Again, incredible. You know, it's unlikely I've seen 2 films in one day, and they are both 5 stars. This is a first for me, because both films I saw was incredible. Me and James had the most amazing time at the cinema. We were so amazed by these 2 brilliant films. Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep play award-winning performances, and their chemistry together is phenomenal. Absolutely. What's really clever is they bounce off each other really greatly. There's great natural humour within their conversational context. You can see that they're trying to get this headline out. The desperation, how far are they willing to go? And, it's really, really good how they show, also they bring in some footage from the actual speeches of the Secretary of State who was in this, which is not a spoiler because you probably know. Now, if you know about the Vietnam War, you probably know about what happened during it, the speeches made, about the peace treaties, all that stuff. If you don't, go watch this film, you'll find out more about it. But basically show basic speeches from olden days as well. So they've got a mixture between now and then, and they somehow conclude that and mix it together into this very brilliant film. It is absolutely, it's pure brilliant. It's incredible. The Post is fantastic. It's mind-blowing. It really is mind-blowing. When you're watching it, you're like, oh my gosh. Can't tell you why, because when you watch this, many people will have different reactions to this film. But I think people who especially believe in certain things will have reactions to this film. I'm trying not to give this away. What I like as well is the way the camera it kind of overlaps into each scene. I've never seen a film that has been able to jump to each scene without you even noticing. You are so latched into the story, you don't even notice there's a scene change. It literally overlays into the film, and it works. It's the first time I've seen a film that actually works perfectly on cuts. The cuts are beautiful. The way they cut from scene to scene is so brilliantly, so beautiful and so natural, you don't even notice there's another scene that they've actually cut into a next scene. They flow brilliantly into each other. Meryl Streep, again, incredible in this. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely. Alison Brie is amazing in this film. Again, she's got great chemistry. There are some fantastic actors, and there are 3 surprise actors that you don't know are in this, which again is very good. So overall, The Post, that's all I can say about The Post, because I don't want to give too much away. I want you to enjoy this film because I loved it. It was incredible. Superb. Movie magic. Again, really should get an award. And you know what? You just love Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is the absolute god of actors. He is amazing. Everything about him is brilliant. When Tom Hanks is on a film, you rush to watch it because it's him. Him and Meryl Streep are the bestest, incredible actors in cinema ever. And I promise you, Tom Hanks has been in films for ages and you just want to see more of him. So overall, Post is revealing, secrets, brilliant, shocking, and things in this you will not expect. So, for all those reasons, I'm going to give The Post, with Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep, 5 stars. So, that's my Academy Award review on two of the films that I watched last week. Thanks for watching, guys. If you do like this video, please click the thumbs up button just below. If you'd like to put a comment, just put it below this video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see any more of my reviews. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great week or weekend, and I will see you in my next review.